simply travel up there and relocate and base their operations there. That may be a viable alternative. You still win the victory. You are not leaving on their condition, you're leaving on your condition. That would just be my ad. Ghost, what do you think on that?
Those people want out. They do know that they need to get out, but they can't get out because they know that if they come out, the FBI will take them. So they still take Sean.
And that's exactly what you're saying. When we got into the conversation, that's why I wish we could play a conversation. We talked about that if they have to come with guns, come with them, no, nothing in the chambers. And they said too that they want lots of cameras, lots of live stream, lots of things that can get this out everywhere so that it is completely recorded what goes on when the people go in. I said it was better that, I don't know a militia that would go in on our, I don't,
Okay.
and I of course am under the impression that we the people are the militia. I didn't know that it was only military.
No, you're right. We are. Ghost, go ahead. Give us your debrief.
Okay. What we need to look at is the term people are using militia. That has the connotation of, remember the old what was it, the Minnesota militia, or the people running around, with guns and camouflage. That's not what was up there. What was up there was a political movement. They had sidearms, and they were trying to get the political side taken care of. They were supporting the people at the refuge. Okay, it wasn't walking around with M4s and military weapons all over the town. People were trying to do it in a political manner and with rightful protest. Now, what the FBI has now is they've got a 6.5-mile buffer zone blocked off between the road and the refuge. They want to do this in a peaceful manner. What they need to do is take a few of their agents up there with media, okay, and say to those people, okay, it's time to come out. Okay, so they feel safe and they don't feel like they're going to be attacked. It's on the media that they came out, and I would almost guarantee you that those people would leave in that manner. But they won't do that. They've got that buffer zone set up. They've got the Bearcats up there and the MRAPs, and they're ready to go in and they're ready to start shooting when there's no need to do that.
And that's exactly why the political people, the Congress, the Widens, the senators, all of them need to be called, and those phone calls Skyped so they're recorded, and citizens saying, Senator Wyden, Senator so-and-so, Congressman so-and-so, you need to drive down there and help get these people out. You need to go onto that refuge and escort those people out. You need to drive your car and help them leave, because otherwise they're going to get shot at like these other people were shot at, and their blood's going to be on your head. You're a politician for a reason, not to stand there behind your Marble Hall fountain in Washington, but to get your butt down there to Harney County Malheur Refuge and help get those people out. Now, any other law enforcement that is in Grant County or other counties, take the day off, take the week off, take some time and go up to that refuge and escort those people out. Let's get much more blocks and shields up for those people, with everybody saying, I'm a police officer, I'm going to this refuge, and I'm going to take out some of these people to safe passage. And I'm going to do it under the cover of a police escort. It doesn't have to necessarily be in a state car, but the Brotherhood of Fraternal Order Police should be participating in that, so that you don't have police officers killed by mercenaries and FBI agents who are purposely trying to spark a firefight. They're trying to spark a bloodshed.
I agree with that, Scott. I think that, how do you put this? It's like Brandon Curtis said, and the 50% of Idaho believe that the Oregon State Police are the fall guys, and they need to stand up and tell the FBI, you're going to stand down. We're here to serve and protect these people. We're going to protect these people in the refuge, and we're going to get them out of there. You stand back. We're going to take care of this. I think that, just talking to those people there that were in town, Oregon State Police, they're very concerned on what's going on, and I believe they have a heart for the people. So if they were given that chance also, I believe that they could go in there and they could do it peacefully. They could bring them out.
Okay, Michael J., I would like to hear some of your thoughts as a former military Army guy and giving some advice and help to Ghost and Victoria. What are your thoughts on moving forward to resolve this, and any other thoughts you have? Go ahead, Mike.
Scott, if he's having.
Sorry. Go ahead, Mike. Try again.
Okay, very good. What I see happening here is that many people are being encouraged because this is something that's spreading across America. People are becoming more and more aware of what's going on. It seems like the federal government is doing a panic thing by increasing their militarization. They're going so far overboard, about this, supposed danger, when everybody that's really they're making a difference. They're only making a difference because they're telling the truth. They experienced the Chris Ann Hall effect about suddenly understanding they have legitimate constitutional authority to say, no, you can't be here. And the people like Mr. Wyden, who wants to call the freedom movement, the liberty movement, the protesting the tyranny, they want to call this an infection. This is because these people are panicking because they've been in positions where they've been confiscating millions and millions of acres of land that doesn't belong to them, and what you're dealing with is a criminal cabal. And so this little incident, so-called, something they thought that they could contain, is getting out of control.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Stand by.
Go for it.
I just want to make sure we got the technical capabilities running. Brian, Mike is broadcasting through Skype, but is he also broadcasting on the Google Hangouts? Is he operational now up on that?
We're getting audio from Mike. I'm not sure if it's coming from his microphone or your Skype feed.
Okay, let's do a quick test. Mike, go ahead and talk, and I'm going to mute your Skype mic just to see if you're coming through on Google Hangouts. Go ahead, Mike.
I don't believe I will, but okay. I'm continuing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, stop there.
Okay.
Stop there. Did you hear that, Brian?
Yes, he's good to go. Check the chat.
Okay, Mike, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, Victoria, if you can hear him.
Okay, this is a test again. Victoria, I'm so grateful for what you are sharing. It's so easy to experience what's coming from your heart. This, you're a
I can't hear Mike.
preserved you and put godly people around you and preserved your life for your family. The fact that there's two of you, two witnesses with respect to you and Shauna, and that we have heard from other sources that even without you getting together after you were separated, your testimony totally confirms the testimony of the other, you know? And this is the way God does things with a witness of 2 or 3. This, what we're seeing here, I believe, is an answer to prayers, to the prayers of millions of people who are really tired of this wicked, oppressive police state mindset. And what we're seeing is that God is encouraging us to pray more, to give thanks, to start declaring that this is a time when the Lord is actually raising people up, giving us a hunger and thirst for righteousness, and he's calling people to stand up in his name and not to be afraid, because the Lord is the one that walks with us through the valley of the shadow of death. And he said, you don't need to be afraid. My rod and my staff will protect you, and he'll set a table before us in the presence of our enemies. And people that have walked in this valley, like your friend there, Ghost, they know that this is true. God does not change, and God's going to give people courage to stand in a gap and start marching, you know, for liberty. And you're kind of like one of our standard bearers. You know, it's like God puts us this beautiful example of his miraculous power and his